Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Marvelous Monday. Thank you all so much for joining this morning. Excuse me. This is your host, Lakeisha, and I thank you all so much for joining. I hope everyone has been having a fantastic morning. I just got up probably about 45 minutes ago and trying to take care of some business early this morning. Um, let's see who we have so far. Good morning, Aries Black. Hey, sis. Thank you for joining. Good morning, Miss Josephine. Thank you so much for joining. If everyone could hit the like button, we have our Facebook family and our YouTube family on here this morning. So, in case you see some comments that may not show, that could be why they may be on the other platform. But I'm so happy that all of you are on here this morning. Y'all. So yesterday was the BET Awards, 2024 BET Awards, and I missed the first hour because I was out and about. But last night before I went back to bed, I went to sleep last night. I started watching. You know how, baby, they're gonna show. If you missed the whole show, you know how BET does. They will show an encore presentation for all week. Okay, you probably will be able to catch it every day this week. Oh my gosh, because they show it over and over and over. And so I caught some of the part that I did miss. And Taraji Henson was the um, host last night. And I love Taraji. Taraji is a great actress. She was even on The Color Purple, the new Color Purple. She played Suge Avery on Color Purple 2. She has played in many movies, such as Baby Boy. Y'all probably really know her from there. What was the other movie that she was in? Uh, what's the one? Act Like a Man. Wait, what's the one, y'all? The movie that Taraji is in. The Steve Harvey was based off of Steve Harvey's book. Hi, Rebecca Boo. Hey, sis. Y'all. You know what? I need to get me some getting cold. Excuse me, and y'all forgive me for my allergies are acting up this morning. It's like the weather in Texas is crazy. I need some getting cold, okay? Because it seems like I can picture things, but the names of it, I'm like, oh Lord. What was the name of the movie with Taraji that was based off of Steve Harvey's book? They had two parts. Um, let's see. Think Like a Man. Think Like a Man. Thank you, Holy Ghost. He will bring things back to your remembrance. Think Like a Man. So she was in those movies, but she's played in a lot of different movies. And so she's a great actress. She also recently highlighted the fact that in Hollywood, a lot of times the women are not paid equal pay, for their roles and things like that. So she did highlight that recently after the Color Purple 2 movie, which was surprising because in one breath, she was saying how Tyler Perry paid her the most money for, a movie that she's done. He's paid her the most. But then when we got to the Color Purple 2, um, some way, I don't know what happened with that. I don't know if Oprah or whoever was over that did not pay well. I don't know what happened with that situation. And to be honest, no shade on Taraji, but in that movie, Miss Sophia, I think even over all of them took the show. Okay, if anyone should have gotten a big amount in their coins, should have been that sister there. Okay, she played Mahalia Jackson recently in a Lifetime movie, but she, to me, that's just my opinion. There's no shade against anyone else that was in that movie. But to me, I think that girl rocked that role. Okay, she really embraced it and she really made it her own and really stood out. And so, Taraji was the host, so she's somewhat funny to me. I look at her as a great actress. Oh, and she's supposed to be in a new movie, Acrimony 2, that's coming out as well. So she was the host, and She had a variety of outfits, very beautiful outfits, different wig changes, and so forth. And and so a lot of things, some of the things that I did, I'll go over some of the things that I did like about the show. I love the fact that it was very professional. Excuse me. It was very professional. They had a mixture of actors and actresses, performances, things of that sort. I love how they highlighted and used that moment to highlight the importance of voting. They did touch on that and why it's important to vote, who's voting, and so forth. Because y'all know we are headed into an election season, which is a very important election season. um, it's gonna be interesting how this goes in November. But that's coming up, so they were touching on that as well. Usher received the Lifetime Achievement Award, and I'm gonna talk about that during my cringy moment. And then we got a chance to see the cast of A Different World. Y'all, we haven't seen them forever, and they look great. Oh my gosh. If y'all didn't see it, go back and look at it. The cast, they presented an award. Uh, I agreed with some of the award winners in some of the categories. In some of the categories, I really didn't. But it is what it is. Congratulations to all of the winners of the awards last night. Now, as y'all saw, the title was Cringy Moments from last night. Okay, so one of the cringy moments from last night's BET Awards 2024 was the moment, and I know and I'm gonna just say this. I've recently learned who Keith Lee is. I know y'all probably like, oh my gosh, Keith Lee has millions of followers and things of that sort. Hi, Queen Angie. Thank you for joining. And so I'm not gonna lie. And the only reason I know who Keith Lee is, let me just put this out here, is because there was an incident, and y'all may have read about it. He even talked about it on his own channel. Here in Dallas, Texas. And so I was like, oh, okay, because I never knew who Keith Lee was, but he goes around to these different restaurants, undercover, sort of, taste the food, and then he gives his ratings and things of that sort. And so I just recently learned about him, and he donates to the restaurants and all of that. And I said, this is awesome. He's doing a great work. So last night, y'all know how at the Oscars, Ellen would sometimes pass out pizza to the audience members and things of that sort. Hey, Mama 3. Hey, sis. Thank you for joining. Well, last night there was a part after the commercials where Taraji had a guy with her and they were giving out roses. Hey, sis. Hey, Lolo. Thank you for joining, sis. Hope you're having a great morning, everyone. And she would go to different people in the audience and she would say, okay, give this person a rose or so forth. And so she got to Keith Lee's row. Okay. Y'all, I had to share the video this morning on my Facebook. It was super awkward and cringe. Okay. So she said, oh my God. So, okay, I'm just, for those of you who did not see it, I'm going to give you kind of a visual of the seating. So at the end of the row, when they were on the front row, the end of the row was Keith Lee, his wife, and this other guy. And so when she got there, I automatically assumed she was about to give a rose to Keith Lee before she even gave out the roses. So she said, oh my gosh, look at you looking like my boy Method Man. So I was like, Method Man? I think Keith Lee looked like Method Man. So she like bypassed Keith Lee and his wife. Look, you could now, y'all, his wife's face was priceless. His wife's face was priceless, baby, because she looked at her like, "Who? Why are you looking at this dude over here?" And when she walked past them, she looked at her like a certain way. So she was like, "You look just like Method Man and all this," and was talking to him. So the guy said, "Oh, it's not me, it's him," and pointed down the road to Keith Lee. She said, "Oh hell." Wait a second. So she goes down to Keith Lee, and then she does this spiel, talks to him, and she said, "Gonna give him his rose, and then gonna look back at him. Tomorrow, call me. Hold up, wait a second." So, oh my god, I was like, "Wait a minute, Taraji, this is this man's big moment, okay? This is this man's big moment." And let me even say this: if you're going to have the host do this, go through the audience and pass out things, BET, I need y'all to prepare these people, because I'm gonna be honest, okay? Not everyone knows everyone, okay? Taraji's been doing movies all up in her world, and there's no shade on Keith Lee. Keith Lee is going into restaurants doing his thing, but she didn't obviously know him. So can y'all do a better job of maybe preparing your hosts, okay, with who these people are? Because with that whole little debacle, she didn't even get a chance to pass out all of the roses. I think she only got a chance to pass out maybe 3 roses, okay, probably 3, 4 maybe, but I think 3. And so, okay, so prepare the people first so they'll know who's who. That's number one. Now, Taraji, I think, sis, if you're hearing this, I think we could have done a better job in fixing this, because that was super awkward, super cringe, okay? But my thing is, could we have first apologized? Okay, let's apologize that we didn't know who he was. Like, we need to do step one. Let's apologize that we didn't know who this man was, and I'm sorry I went to the wrong guy, but I've heard, maybe, say some things like, I've heard that you've done some fantastic, awesome things and giving back to the community. Like, let's fix that. But to go over there, barely say any apology, barely give him his kudos, and then was like, "Oh, gonna give him his rose," and then gonna walk off and say, "Oh, and call me." Sis, that man's wife is right here. He does not play about his wife. Okay. If I was there, I probably would have been up under one of those chairs, because I was embarrassed for them and for her. It was a mess. It was a super mess. Okay. Y'all, I hope, okay, after the show maybe was over, I just hope that Taraji or BET rep or someone went and apologized to that man and got that together, because that was his special moment of being recognized on, on national television, and then at the BET Awards. And it was like super, super awkward. And you could tell when she walked off like that. If you look back at the video, the footage, his face, he did not laugh. He didn't think it was funny. And he would look like he was trying to explain it to his wife, or probably trying to calm sis down. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure I could tell by her face she was not happy, her facial expressions. And I don't think I would have been either. Of course, we do know that Taraji was joking, because even the guy, y'all, even the guy who she thought it was, when they were walking off, she was like, "Oh yeah, give him a rose too." And that dude was looking like, and then she passed by another couple. That woman looked at her like, "Baby, you better not even think about coming up here." I was like, this is awkward. It was super awkward. So if y'all haven't seen that, the clips are out there. I shared it on my Facebook wall. And I'm gonna try to see if I can share it over here on my YouTube channel as well. But it was super awkward and cringe. So I'm just hoping, yes, it was super, super embarrassing. I was embarrassed for all parties. Okay. Hi, Miss Sexy. Hey, sis. Thank you for joining. I was embarrassed for all parties involved. Okay. Because I just think that could have been fixed a different way. And that man has done so much, for restaurants and communities, and has built his platform and so forth. And now he gets this big moment, and bam, it was messed up like that. I just could not believe it. I just could not believe it. Um, Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Let me. I forgot to drop this link. But if you are in a giving mood, there are various ways that you can support the channel. And one way is to buy a coffee, it's called. And I'm going to drop the link if you are interested in purchasing a coffee or sweet treat for me today. You can click on that link. It's also on my channel. The link is there as well. But thank you to those of you who have already shown support. It really, really means a lot to me. So it's called Buy a Coffee, Buy Me a Coffee. And there's the link in the chat. Okay, so that was one of the cringy moments. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew. Now, another moment, it was moments. Y'all, oh my gosh. It was my cousin. She may see this too. I had to laugh at her comment because baby, my cousin is probably I would say maybe 8 years older than me. And I even posted last night. I said, I'm trying not to show my age, but baby, this stuff I'm getting further and further removed from a lot of the BET stuff. Okay. Excuse me, the new music and all of that. I'm getting further and further removed. So my cousin posted that is too much ad. Y'all know what I'm saying. Bouncing all around on this BET stage. It's almost like you cannot show your children under 18 or 16 or however, because you know, baby, these high schoolers, they done seen plenty of bootay. But it's almost like younger children do not probably need to watch it. They need to put a caption on there, not appropriate for younger children, because everybody bootay was out. Okay. And so y'all, it was this one part, and I'm trying to think who the artist was. You know how like they walk down the aisle. Hey Bronx girl, hey sis, thank you for joining. Okay, Lolo said, did you see when Coco Jones walked up to Tyrese and he shoot her? Girl, oh my gosh. Okay, Coco, I do want to come back to Coco. I'm glad you said that. Thank you for joining, Bronx girl. His wife's facial expression was priceless. Yes. Okay. Hey, Critical. Hey, sis. Thank you for joining. Girl, okay, we're going to talk about Coco too. So it was another artist though, and they were coming down the aisle, shaking the booty and all of this. Y'all, I caught a glimpse of the audience. I got a glimpse of the audience. Baby Kirk Franklin, if wanting to be invisible was a person. That girl was shaking and he knew that the camera was on her. Kurt gonna turn his eyes, his head. He was like, y'all ain't gonna be telling my wife I'm up here looking at somebody. Kurt was so did not want to be in that moment, but wanted to be. He was like, I am not gonna be caught looking at this woman, but because she was right there by him. And I was like, and it was after their performance because Kirk Franklin actually, Will Smith, y'all. Okay, I'm going backwards because see, this is bringing out other stuff. Hey, Queen Unique, hey sis, Humble Me Hype is in the house. Thank you for joining. Okay, before we get back to the bootay, Will Smith performed on the stage at the BET Awards last night. I could not believe it. Because I haven't really seen Will perform in a while. Well, the song that he performed was an interesting choice. Okay. I actually love that song. It was more of an inspirational type of song. And he had Kirk Franklin join him. He had Chandler more in Maverick City. They were doing the background, but it was more of an inspirational song. Dancing in your darkest moments and things like that. So I was happy for Will. I really was happy for Will of doing something different, stepping outside of the box. Of course, he did have to go through some dark moments, y'all, with the slap situation with Chris Rock. And I heard Chris Rock was not too fond of the slap scene in the newest Bad Boys. And I kind of felt he was going to feel that way when I saw it, because I didn't know if he was going to think they were poking fun at it or what. But yeah, he wasn't too fond of it, I heard. But yeah, so Will Smith did a phenomenal job. So Kirk Franklin was there because of that performance. So he's in the audience now, and the girl walking down the aisle with the booty jiggling all out. And baby Kirk Franklin said, "Y'all will not catch me staring at this girl's butt." So he turned his head and eyes, okay, and which you're supposed to, because it's gonna be around you. So what do you do, okay? And so going back to Lolo's comment about Coco Jones, so Coco plays in Will Smith's Fresh Prince series. She is Hillary in the. I wonder when are they bringing that back? The Fresh Prince of Bel Air, comes on Peacock. I don't know when they're bringing back the new season. But and speaking of that, y'all go off on different tangents. Y'all know the dad, Uncle Phil, that plays on the series, is married in real life to the one on Power, the new lady with the short hair, the drug dealing lady. I can't think of her name. That's his wife in real life. I did not know that. And so Coco Jones, I love Coco Jones and I love her song. Whew. So she was doing one of Usher's songs for his lifetime achievement presentation. And baby, she was coming down the aisle, one guy was giving her a stank look. Because I always look at the audience members. Anytime you had these people coming down the aisle, just scan the audience. He gave her a stank look. And then, like Lolo said, Tyrese was like, don't even come over here. Don't even come over here. So then it was some more people up in the front where Usher was, and she was grinding and doing all this, getting on the stage, lifting up her leg and all this different stuff. And so I was like, that was almost, gonna be a part of my cringe moment, because I was like, oh Lord, when she got back on the stage, I was really praying that it worked out for her, and it did, because the way she got back on the stage or got onto the stage, I was a little nervous that she gonna get caught up in her legs and fall or something. But it worked out, okay? Lola, it worked out for her, okay? Because she sat on the stage first, and some way she put her leg up, crossed one leg over that, rolled over, and then got on up. So I was like, oh, it worked out for her. It was a lot going on with that Coco. So, but she did good. She did good. And I just was like, oh, okay. Cringe moment number 3. Well, first, before I get to cringe moment number 3, okay. So Usher's, let's see. Usher is a big time. I'm trying to think of how to say this. Usher to me, has gone through a lot of different stuff. Okay. He's a phenomenal performer, singer. I love Usher. I love his songs. Lola said Usher broke up plenty of homes doing the same thing Coco did. Right. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. I want to go and hit one bump bump. I'm just trying to think of the order. I want to go bump bump bump. Okay, so Usher was on the front row. Y'all got me laughing. No, stop it. Okay, so on that row we had Usher, his new wife, his mom was there, and then he had 2 sons there. Coco. See, I can't reach out. Coco said, let me just roll over right quick. Yes, sis. I'm glad it worked out for her. Okay, because I was a little nervous. When sis gonna be able to get up. What Critical talking about? Yes, for a moment it did. Okay. Hey Truth, hey sis, thank you for joining. Yeah, I still like him too. I still like him too. That was a season. Oh Lord, that was a bad season for him. So okay, y'all. So that's who was on the front row. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he has been a phenomenal um actor, even, performer, all of that. So I guess it was no one else in Hollywood men wise. Okay, because we did have the first guy. Um what's his name? Lolo, the guy, the only guy who did a song for him, but he slowed the song down. And it was okay. I thought it for a moment they were gonna keep it slow. uh Childish Gambino, that's his name. He did the first song, Dedication, and he slowed it down. And I was like, um, I liked it. I just wish he would have sped up to the regular version on that particular song. Now, following him, everyone else that did a song dedication was a woman. Okay. And shout out to all of the women that held it down. Okay, this is no shade on any of the women, because I think all of them did a phenomenal job. I was just surprised that um there were no other men, excuse me, that could actually do um a dedication, or song or something for Usher. Everyone was a woman. And so then it caused some of the women, critical said he is a great performer. It's his time to shine now that his issue is in control. Right. Wait, who did you say? They could have got Marion or somebody. Yeah, or Chris Brown or something. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Oh Lord, I'm trying to see where to go with this, because I don't want anybody thinking that this is against the women. The women did phenomenal. I was just looking at some of the situations that it then caused. Some of the women kind of went in a direction that they had to pretend to be a boy and pretend to be like, I don't know. It caused like Keke Palmer. Shout out to Keke Palmer, because the girl can sing. Okay, I didn't know that was really her singing, but she was on that other movie with Queen Latifah, so I guess that really was her voice. But she did an awesome job. But I don't know, they went into these different. Not all of the women, but some of the women went into boy roles. Like, I don't know. Yeah, and so with cringe moment during that performance with Tiana Taylor, and I love her, and the other girl, Victoria, was it Victoria something? She a new artist. Okay, Queen Unique. Let's see. Lolo said one of those women sounded horrible. Yes. Now I know Usher cringed. Okay, baby, she was trying to hit that high note, and I was like, oh my god. Oh yeah, Mario. Yeah, because I was wondering who Mario was. I was like, okay, uh, Mario. He young. Or even what's his name? What's his name? Well, I don't know if he dances and stuff like that. The brothers, they brothers from dog. I'm trying to think of the name. Anyways, Tiana Taylor's performance, Victoria Monet, with her. They almost went into a Meg the Stallion and Cardi B type of scenario, which I think it almost was, where they were on each other. Y'all, that was already a problem the last time they did it, and they did it again. And I was like, oh my gosh, people are going to have something to say about this, something on the stage. We probably got some kids watching. Uh, it just was a little cringe in that moment. Because, some kids do watch this show. And everything, this is just my opinion. Everything does not have to be sexual. You could still have a great performance and be creative without being sexual. Like Keke Palmer, I love how she was doing the boy thing, outfit, but she stayed. She didn't have to go outside of that. She stayed in her femininity. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna just put a pen there with that. It was just, I don't know, everything just does not have to be sexual. And I think that sometimes with some of the new music and the new performances, everything is over sexualized. And I know that that sells. Don't get me wrong. I already know that's what's going to sell. Drama and the S, with the S. I know this going to sell. Hey, Tiff, break rooms in the house. Excuse me. Who is Stanky Red? Shout out to Meg the Stallion for looking phenomenal and great, baby. She done lost some weight, baby. Meg was like, let me show y'all this new shape. She done lost a lot of weight. Shout out to Meg the Stallion, whatever you're doing. Y'all know they talking about everybody in Hollywood doing Ozempic. Meg say, don't do me. They were doing a little twerking test up on the contest up on the stage with her and Glorilla. Another one that I don't understand, y'all. I'm sorry, Glorilla fans. I don't know what she's saying. Okay. I was trying to get with it. I really, really was. But I do not understand what she's saying. No shade to Glorilla. Shout out to you. I just don't know what she's saying. That's it. I just don't. They could have gotten Neo. Yeah, okay, thank you. They could have gotten Neo. Okay, Trace. Oh no, I don't know. Trace Songz in trouble. Bobby Brown sis won't be able to. Bobby be having troubles with his own shows. Okay, Bobby is not in the same shape as he used to be. Oh, Bobby, come on through, Bobby. His wife stays on him. I don't know if y'all saw that their reality show, but baby, his wife takes care of him. She's trying to make sure Bobby has longevity and able to keep up in these shows. She be on him about what he eating because he has heart failure and things, so he has to take care of himself. Johnny Gill, I don't know. But yeah, Miss Sexy, I agree. Anybody, can we? I mean, come on. Like, it was no other men in Hollywood that they wanted to put up on the stage. Okay, it's not about the talent no more. Right, critical. Okay, it's about, baby, can you bounce, twerk, shake your thing, baby? That's what it's about. I'm noticing. It is no shade, and even Mariah Carey just said that recently that a lot of these, it's like a microwave type of scenario. Hold on, y'all. I need my charger. Hold on one second. Um, Bobby, yeah, Bobby probably would have had a little trouble, but baby, we got some of those boys, the younger boys that can still probably do something. Okay, I just was shocked that every performance was a woman. I was like, wow, let me in it. And Usher probably was wondering that too. Okay. I was like, baby, they got all these women up here singing. I could have gotten up there and bounced and shake. Lolo silly. Baby, I was like, it was booty shaking everywhere. Okay, you had every performance was gonna have some booty shaking. I'm telling you, almost every. The only one, Lotto, what's her name? Is it? See, I'm telling y'all, I don't know the new artist, but is it Latte? Lotto? She didn't have a lot of booty shaking. I don't think. Thank you, Mama. She didn't have all of that. Do your thing, clap, clap, baby. She said, "I clap." Lola says she know she know how to shake it. Oh my god! Here, plug it in for me over here. And so I was like, baby, I know it was some type of men out here that could have probably helped, but I just was like, shout out to all the ladies that held it down. They did a great job. That one lady who was trying to hit that note, I was like, okay, it worked out for sis. For what? I'll get in a second. Hold on. Critical said, let me get to work. Everyone have a great day. You too, sis. Thank you for joining, Critical. Wait, baby, is it latte? Baby, not our latte. Baby, what's her name? Lotto? What is it? Okay, help us out. See, thank you, Maz, because baby, I need more help up in here than y'all know. Okay, because this is so outside of my range. I could talk about stuff, but baby, these new artists and stuff I don't listen to. Okay, I do not listen to them. So okay, so then let's go to that cringe moment. Hey Shelly Shell, hey sis, thank you for joining. So we get through all of the performances, right? Hold on, Justice. We get through all of the performances, and it's time for Usher to come up on stage. Oh my gosh. So Usher comes up on stage. Now, y'all, let me just say this. Let me put a pin here. I'm just going to express something that I expressed to my sis last night. As Usher got up on stage and he started talking, I could not help but think back, okay? Because I know when you get a Lifetime Achievement Award, your lifespan of your career flashes probably in front of you. Lolo said, y'all come get your sister, break room, and Shelly Shell. What they doing? Shelly Shell just got up in here. Oh, you mean come get you, not me. Don't try to call me out. Okay. But y'all, all seriousness, the span of their career probably flashes in front of them, the different things that they've had to go through and so forth. And so when I look at Usher, y'all, and thinking about the recent things that have come out about Usher, from Jaguar Wright, and Gene Deal, all this is alleged because Usher has never confirmed this. It makes me think about that situation with Diddy, and the things that he probably had to endure, just to really become famous. And I even think that I know you are. I even think that because his mom probably even knew of that scenario and what went down, I think it kind of caused a rift in their relationship because of at what price. And this is a lesson that I thought about. We see people in their glory moments and when they're getting awards and things of that sort, but at what cost did they have to pay to get there? Right? He even brought that up too last night. He did now. He the part that I could hear. Okay, he even brought that up, because there's a price to be paid for certain things, and that young man, I do feel, paid a heavy price to get to where he was, and it really, really, touches my heart. And I can say, in the moment that I was looking at him, that came to my mind, because sometimes, it's not always easy for everyone to just, you have a dream and it just comes true. But there's a process sometimes, and there's some things that you go through to get to that end result. And although those things have not been proven, I do believe that that young man did have to go at that time when he first started, did have to go through something. And he even was asked a question during. Okay, let's see. Can y'all hear me? My computer wasn't all the way plugged in. Can y'all hear me? Can someone type? Let me know. Press a one if you can hear me. Micah, take that back in there. I'm on live. Okay, good. Excuse me. Okay. I had plugged in my laptop, but baby, it wasn't all the way plugged in, and the thing just went black. I'm glad I'm back. Thank y'all. But it makes me think of the things that he had to go through. But with that said, he persevered, went through. He had to go through, like Critical was even talking about earlier, some of his medical situations, being exposed publicly, and things of that sort. And so he has conquered a lot of things. Thank y'all so much. He has conquered a lot of things. And so, y'all, I was so excited to hear what Usher had to say. Go back in there. What Usher had to say. Y'all, from the moment he started talking, he probably got out maybe 2 or 3 sentences. They cut it off. Now, I don't know if he was being censored. Thank you, Queen. I don't know if he was being censored for all that time or if the mic was not working. But for some reason, baby, we probably only heard out of his whole speech maybe 10 sentences. And I could tell some of the stuff he was saying was touching the audience heart because they started crying. So I said, well, what was he saying? You know, because some people, Tyrese looked like he was about to cry, and his wife looked like she was about to cry. And it seemed like, I don't know, like, I don't know what had happened. I don't know if they were censoring it or if the mic was going out. But it seemed like a censor button was being hit because it would come in, then go back out. Come in and then go back out. So that was but dog says, how much was he cursing? I mean, the way they were beeping, it wasn't like every other word. They were beeping a whole 2 minutes. I was like, he was cursing the whole 2 minutes. Like, what in the world? I need a doggone transcript to see what did Usher say, because we couldn't even hear the whole speech. But they want to do all that boot shaking, but didn't censor that. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so they censored this man's speech. I mean, y'all, if you didn't see it, watch it. It was almost the whole speech. And then we get to the end, you know, and then he was giving the shout outs to the people on the stage that were helping him and things of that sort. But we didn't hear any of the speech. And so another cringe moment, when he was talking about Swiss Beats and talking about Swiss Beats and his ex-wife, you know, they get along for the kids, and he gonna say, Tamika, I'm trying to get there. Baby, I know his baby mama was like, don't call my name. I was like, his ex-wife, why he used that moment to call her name? And then his mama was even looking some type of way when he did that. Like, oh, okay, that was a little awkward right there too, because his ex-wife probably was like, don't put me in that, especially if they going through. Okay. I was going to ask you to get the transcript. Girl, I'm gonna look for that today. I'm gonna say, did anybody get a transcript? Okay, I just need Usher's speech transcript. So if I get that, y'all, I'm gonna post it, because I just cannot believe we couldn't hear any. This man has a Lifetime Achievement Award, and we couldn't even hear the doggone speech. BET, what is going on? I just did not understand that. I mean, the man couldn't have been cursing if he was cursing every word in a sentence. I just want to know what was going on. Like, what would cause you to get up there and curse like that where they have to censor your whole doggone speech? That's another question that I got. Okay. So that was another like cringe moment during that show. I just was like, I don't know. But shout out, congrats to Usher for getting his Lifetime Achievement Award. Another cringe moment was Taraji up there with this other guy, that unknown guy. I don't even know who that was. And you know how like you're supposed to do the little talk before you get into who you're presenting an award to and all of that. Y'all, even the audience, because it went longer, I think, than it was supposed to. The audience was even looking like, can y'all move this along? I think they were getting uncomfortable and like frustrated because that guy was not doing a good job of it. And it just was not like smooth. It wasn't like natural. And so the audience was sitting there like looking, because it kind of was like, y'all doing too much. Just move it along. And it was a couple of people who had moments like that, like College Hill. They brought up those people that are playing in College Hill right now in the new season, Tamar. And I don't know why Tamar kept flaring her dress in front of Claudia. I say, Tamar, scoot over, because she kept like pulling her dress and flaring it out in front of Claudia Jordan and Saucy Santana. He was up there. He had, I think, on a black dress. And who else was up there with them? They had Carlos, Nick Young, and then they had Black China. And Black China, she looked beautiful. You know, Black China, her attitude now that, you know, she's come out and she said she's Angela White and she has this change and things like that. Her attitude is really laid back, you know, and she's not as mouthy she used to be and so forth. And so I actually like her. She seems like she's caught in between, even on the show. And we're gonna talk about College Hill. We'll have a whole segment about the new College Hill, but she's stuck in, not stuck, but in this in between part of coming from who she was and who we knew her as Black China to this now Angela White, and people are having to adjust and get used to who she really is. And she's in a vulnerable, you could tell she's still in a vulnerable state with one of the activities that they had to do with their class. And she was crying and could not even do the activity because of people's perceptions of who she is and the headlines that she's had to endure. And all of that was a trigger for her. And so, but she, you know, seems happy. She has a new man and things like that. So shout out to Angela White, better known as Black China. Yeah, she got out. Thank the Lord. We ain't gonna talk about Saucy, but oh my gosh, y'all, I really didn't know Saucy Santana till College Hill. I'm telling you, I don't know a lot of the new people. But yeah. I'm gonna leave that there. Shein website was popping this year. What you trying to say? Oh my goodness, it is hilarious. But those are like the main cringe moments. If y'all have some that y'all want to put in the chat to help bring it back to my remembrance, we can talk about that, because I still have to go and watch like a good 35 minutes of it that I missed from the first hour. I didn't see that part, but those are the big moments that I was like, whoo. oh, we can't, no. I can't get off without talking about this one. Oh Lord. Okay, so at the end of the show, some people didn't even know she was there. Okay, we had our final performance from the Miss Lauryn Hill. Okay, now, Lauryn Hill, y'all. That's my girl. She can sing, baby. They're about to go on tour again. You know, oh Lord. Okay, Lauryn Hill, and we all wondered. You can hit the, who is that? Wait, let me see. Hit the red button. I'll call it back. Lauryn Hill. Okay. A lot of people were wondering why Lauryn Hill was not a part of the 30th anniversary performance on The View. Looking at Lauryn Hill, okay, and even I don't know if it was a song or a poem she was reciting, I don't think Lauryn Hill would have known what to do on that show, that anniversary show, because she's so different now. She is so different. If you look at the look in her eyes, hi, Miss Ronitha, thank you so much for joining. If you look at the look in her eyes, and who she is now, I don't know if Lauryn Hill would have been able to go back in time though into that girl who we saw on Sister Act. I'm just being real talk. This was my observation from last night, looking at Lauryn Hill. I said she is totally different than what she was back then. And I know that the other people on there, they have grown too. They're older too. But the type of music she does, the world she's in right now, I see why she didn't show up. And there's no shade on the 30th anniversary, but I just think she's not. I don't know if she would be able to go back in time like that. I don't know what was going on with the outfit Lauren Hill had on last night. It just was not my favorite outfit, y'all. Um, because I didn't understand the outfit. That was one thing. I just didn't understand the outfit. Um, I didn't know where to go with that. And I didn't want to trip on it. I'm glad she didn't. But it was like, oh my gosh. It was, I don't know. It was one of the cringe moments. Because I think the audience members, some of them were looking. But you can't take her talent away from her. She's a very talented singer. Um, and I like Lauren Hill. And I liked her on Sister Act. I wish that she would have been on there, that anniversary show. But I don't know if she would have been able to go back in time, to be honest, in my opinion, because she is so totally different right now. She really is. But shout out to Lauren Hill. Yeah, you was asleep, Lolo. Baby, we almost forgot. Okay, because I had it up, but then I pretty much had clicked off of it. I muted it, and some told me to go back. And I said, Lord, I almost missed Lauren Hill. And so they were on there, and some of the people that were performing with them, I didn't really know who they were. So it's going to be interesting. She's about to go on tour. I think they're going on tour uh, the end of this year, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're going on tour by the end of this year. But shout out to them. But overall, it was a good award show. We just had, those hiccups, those moments. And of course, it's a live show. So you're going to have things that come up. Oh, baby. And shout out to, let's see, what's her name? Hold on, y'all. I like to get the names right. Um, Not host. Um, Never mind. But yeah, it was an overall great performance, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see more about this Keith Lee situation. I think that's gonna be the talk of the day. Okay, from the top moments and the Usher speech. Those two moments are going to be the talk of the award show. People are going to want a transcript or know what Usher said, and people want to know how was that situation handled with the Keith Lee. Okay, because that was very, very awkward. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, people gonna want to know with the Keith Lee situation, how was that handled? That was super awkward. But I'm gonna see. I think I'm gonna upload that to my YouTube. I already shared it on my Facebook. So I think I'm gonna upload it to my YouTube. If you did not get a chance to watch that moment, yeah, just be prepared. It's super, super cringy. And shout out to Keith Lee, your beautiful wife. And yeah, hopefully, they fixed it. Somebody from BET fixed it by the end of that show. But thank y'all so, so much. My daughter, she is hungry. She just woke up to I'm hungry. And I want to make sure that I feed my children. I was like, I've been on here almost an hour. I like to go live when they sleep, or going to sleep, so I can be on live in peace. I was like, good morning. Then I'm like, can you go get my charger? Moody, I just woke up. I don't care if you just woke up. Go get the charger. Now I'm hungry. I'm just like, Lord, y'all see my life is like. But I'm gonna share that video I gotta watch how I share videos. I gotta do some editing because, baby, yeah, they don't play on YouTube. Facebook, you can just share stuff, but it's totally different on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. So we'll see how I can get that. And if I get the transcript, I'm gonna share that too. I love you all. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate all of the mods in the house. Thank y'all so much for hanging out, helping me out with my memory. Cause baby, it seems like the older I get, I'm just like trying to remember people's names. Like I know faces and so forth, and I have a great visual and photographic memory. But baby, little details, like even when school would start, I have to tell the kids, give me 2 weeks. I'm gonna get your name. Give me 2 weeks. I have to figure out a way to memorize your name and so forth. But y'all, thank y'all so much for joining. Thank you for coming to join us today. Everyone have a great day. Yes, thank you, sis. Enjoy your Monday, loves. Yes, don't forget to hit the like. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. If you would like to share various ways of giving and sharing some love today, if you would like to send a super sticker, super chat, cash app, here's the cash app. And you can also, with our new feature, buy me a coffee to send a donation towards a coffee or a sweet treat. The link is also on my channel in the About section, or is here in the chat as well. Thank y'all so much. I love you all, and I pray that you all have a fantastic Monday. Don't forget to do something great for yourself. Smile and be blessed. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.